going on, people? It's Ricardo Francis, aka Ricardo Lifting here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm the guy that talks everything nutrition and fitness to get you in the best shape of your life. Today's video is another leg day. Now, I train legs twice a week. It might seem like I train it more. Even sometimes when I go to the gym, they say you're constantly training legs. But that's because I can't afford to skip leg day. Back in the day, when I was young, new to lifting, you know, you train your favorite body parts. You train your upper body most, arms, chest, and certain things get neglected. And legs is something that genetically I couldn't afford to train less than everything else. So I started training them more. Started training twice a week, and ever since then they're stimulated and grown, and I look a lot better, more proportional, and I'm just trying to get the legs up. So I do train them twice a week. Now the last leg video was a short one. It was short and intense. This session is a little bit longer, you know, a few more exercises. I was feeling a little bit stiff and a little bit tight, so I did a little bit more mobility and functional movements, which you'll see in the video anyway. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video gets posted up. Make sure you share this with one friend who this might help, especially those who are struggling for kind of leg day routines, or they're used to the same old exercises and they want to try slightly different exercises or different variations. Don't forget dynutrition.co.uk. Type in Francis10 for 10% off the whole supplement range. All supplements, from your vitamins, your cod liver oil, protein. So just check it out. Browse through the website, Francis10 for 10% off. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the glute ham raise is a way to use the back extension to really focus on the glutes and the hamstrings. It's about going all the way down, relaxing the body, and as you come up, you want your upper back rounded slightly. You come up and only come up as high as you can squeeze the hamstrings and the glutes. Try not to overextend because you're not trying to feel in your lower back. This exercise is specifically trying to target the hamstrings and glutes. Really squeeze and contract at the top before lowering back down. The low barbell back squat. This is a great exercise to really work on squat depth. Now if you notice, as I come down, I've got a slight butt wink, but as long as the spine is neutral and it doesn't hurt, then it is safe because it's going beyond your squat depth. Make sure you brace the core, control it on the way down, keeping a neutral spine, driving your knees out in line with your toes and maintaining the arch in your feet. Control it until you sit down. Make sure you re-brace before driving up. So try not to lose the tension, but re-brace, really tighten up before driving up to stand. So this is really going to test your squat depth and the power at the bottom of your squat, especially if you're doing a nice low step like this. So the reverse lunge is good for alternating the legs. If you struggle with lunges, when you normally step forward and you've got dodgy knees, the reverse lunge is a safer alternative, especially if you've got heavy weight on your back. Just stepping back into that lunge, keeping your chest upright and stepping forward. You got to make sure you brace and commit for every rep, knees in line with the toes. Maintain a neutral foot, as in a tripod foot, front foot nice and stable. And as you step that back foot onto your tiptoes, make sure the toes are facing forward to maintain balance and stability. So the single leg calf raise is a great way to isolate each side, each calf, and really have them contracting and controlling. I like to use a step and just use body weight, but you can load it. It's all about pressing up onto your toes, really contracting and squeezing those calves and lowering it down until you get a stretch in the calf. Try not to twist your foot. You want your foot nice and stable and literally to go from toes, pointing on your toes, until pointing your heels down to the floor to get that stretch. So this exercise I like to call step downs. So it has a slightly different focus from a step up. You're really trying to control it on the eccentric phase on the way down touch your heel, try and keep your knees in line with your toes and a stable foot on that box as you go down. Really control it, and once you touch, you drive up. Try not to fully step down if you can, but it depends on the height, and just work your way to a higher height when you've got full control of the movement. So there we have it, guys. As you saw, I said a few more functional exercises. You know, I dropped in the, I guess, step downs, what I call step downs anyway, like a pistol squat. It helps with, you know, my movement from my ankle, my hips. It really does focus on one side at a time. So it's definitely a useful exercise to do. You know, looking at the box squats as well, and single leg work in the lunges, and single leg calf raises as well. So it just gives that single leg variation to be able to push past the norm, to be able to do something a little bit different, focusing on single leg work to make sure I help correct those imbalances. And that way, when I am feeling a bit tight, a little bit stiff, I can still do the movements. It challenges me a little bit, and it makes sure that I, again, try to level out my body in terms of imbalances and instability. The session really did fire up my quads and my glutes, more than anything, but it's definitely worth a try. Again, if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified when my next video is. Make sure you comment down below if you want to see anything in particular, any particular workouts that you want to see, and then I'll try and get that in. If it's arms, I hardly train arms, but I can do an arm session just for you guys anyway. Again, dynutrition.co.uk, type in Francis10 for 10% off the whole supplement range. Anyway, that's me. I'm out. Peace.